Hi, Dr. Caps. Welcome to my lab. Today we are going to be mixing hydrogen peroxide with yeast and lighting it on fire via a noodle. I'm not sure who thought of this or why, but it's going to be interesting, and hopefully I don't burn anything in the process. The video that we used for reference said something about the noodle possibly shooting off of here. Doesn't sound great, so figure that out. But what's essentially going to happen is the yeast is going to act as like the organic material that you would usually use hydrogen peroxide on. And it's going to, the hydrogen peroxide is going to convert through a chemical reaction into water and oxygen. Oxygen gas, being flammable, is going to rise through our mason jar with a hole in it, which was very fun to obtain. And it is going to go through our noodle and be a flame at the top, hopefully. We are going to be lighting the noodle, which I guess is just an organic combustion reaction. Not entirely certain why the noodle is necessary, but we will find out along the way. All right, so my mason jar is larger than the one used in the example video, so I'm going to fill it up a little bit higher than normal with my hydrogen peroxide solution. All right, that should probably do it. Then I have a packet of active dry yeast here, which is going to act as our organic material for our hydrogen peroxide to react with. I am going to get yeast everywhere, probably. All right. So here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the yeast in here, place the lid on top, give it a swirl, and then put our noodle on top and try to light it on fire. And try not to get burned in the process. So here goes our yeast. We're gonna make a seal as best we can, and then we're gonna swirl, put our noodle on top, and try to light it on fire. Did look like he also had a little bit of issue of getting his noodle to light. So hopefully we will be successful here. Very inflammable noodles we have. I have to say I've never tried to light a noodle on fire. All right, it's on fire, but it quickly goes out. I'm not sure, maybe my technique is incorrect. Yeah, or maybe my mason jar is too large. I am unsure. Yeah, the noodle does not stay lit for very long here. Well, this may end up being our first failed experiment. But that's okay, we can hypothesize as to why it failed when the demonstration video was successful. Yes, our noodle will not light. And I think that that is that. So what I think probably happened is that our mason jar may be a little too large. Or our seal was not tight enough and oxygen was sort of escaping out the sides, or didn't create enough pressure to come up through the noodle. and therefore did not provide enough fuel for the noodle to stay alight. That would be my guess. Honestly, that is all the thought I have on it. I mean, I don't really know why it would not light, other than that. So anyways, have a good week.